What's up from the Sleight of Hand podcast? This is your host and Dungeon Master Ian. This dungeon crawl is getting intense. Let's get right to it. Hope you enjoy episode 9, True Detectives. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
Good.
Episode 9.
No episode? Episode 9?
Episode 9.
Yeah, no episode.
Yep.
Because 9 is... No.
This is an American podcast, not a German podcast.
9?
9! Speaking of Germans, we were talking about favorite movies today, and they put Inglourious Bastards back on Netflix. I'm pretty juiced on that. Some of my favorites.
The segue.
I was wondering where you're going to go with that. I'm like, I was waiting for Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go wrong with the Bear Jew. That would make a good D&D character. Anyways, how was your guys' week?
Hot.
Yeah, it is hot. Yeah.
He's hot in Topeka.
Summer season's about to end.
Hopefully. Summer part 2 will start.
Oh, I meant...
Yeah, summer part 2.
Yeah.
The hotter boogaloo.
As in school season's about to start.
Does that mean your job slows down as a lifeguard?
It's really up in the air because sometimes people are like, you know what, let's all go to the pool because it's the last week of summer. Or sometimes they're like, oh, let's get ready for school. Let's go to Walmart and buy a bunch of pencils.
Yeah. As a lifeguard, do you like put the white stuff on your nose? Like
sunscreen?
Yeah.
Or it's, what is it?
The zinc.
Zinc something.
Yeah.
No. Lifeguard. What? The white stuff.
Yeah.
I know my wife cuts the box education things off the cereal boxes, and I'm like, people don't actually collect these anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah,
I know they do.
Do not grow up.
I know they do, but I was just like, yeah, that's only 2. Throw them away.
Excuse me, that is supporting my wife and her job.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you owe Chris 20 cents now.
20 cents.
Well, that's going to be taxed, so.
You're right, like 12 cents.
Speaking of owing, Christopher owes us an apology.
Cree would like to apologize that he wasted an uncanny dodge as a level 4 rogue against some peasant archers, seeing as he did not yet have uncanny dodge. So,
Fair punishment. Next time a dragon attacks, you don't get to use uncanny dodge.
Dragon
being you or
A dragon.
an actual
ancient dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Now I'll do that too.
No, it's my fault for
dragon.
not knowing that rule either. But I've never played a rogue, so I wouldn't know.
In all fairness, we're all still pretty new to it, so...
Yeah, that's true. No excuses.
so direct your hate mail to...
Yeah, right. Hate mail to Derek here at Gmail. No, that's not his real email. I made that.
50% chance that it's real.
It's probably pretty close, but as far as I think he uses Yahoo. But anyways,
I think he does use Yahoo.
Seems like a Yahoo kind of guy.
Yeah. Yahoo?
I do have a shout out to make. I was talking to this gentleman from the UK this last week, and he posted our stuff on all of his social media, and he runs Summon Games. He's got a YouTube channel, and you could follow him on Instagram at DobbyMaster. Had a lot of nice things to say about us. Wrote a nice little review on his Instagram. So anyone out there listening, if you like watching reviews about board games and other things like that, go check him out. All right. Any other exciting things before we jump in? Christopher put his hat on backwards. He means business.
Time to catch some Pokemon.
Dude.
Actually, I want to know who has inspiration points and who doesn't right now. Let's get a tally up.
I have 2.
Ooh, okay.
You used one last time.
I have one. Yep. I have one.
Can you keep it in your wallet?
Johnny was awarded one once. Oh, good deal.
But then you
That's
lost.
how
That's how
it
it was
happens.
yours. It's Derek's now.
For those who don't know, what is an inspiration point?
So an inspiration point is it's basically like Monopoly money. It's our what the buck, and we hand them out when someone does something really cool or inspiring, and you can cash them in for a reroll. And I think we've had a couple people use them on the show so far, 1 or 2. I know that Adam used one.
Yeah.
For something he probably didn't need to.
I rolled like a 3.
You were just like frustrated with the 3 and like rerolled it. It wasn't like dire, like life or death.
Your other option is to play a wild magic sorcerer and just give yourself advantage all the time.
That's, but not advantage for your party.
What do they need it for?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, bards and bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Kind of like their thing.
Yeah.
I should do that more often.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It's only a bonus action.
All right. Well, let's hop in.
It'll last a long time, doesn't it? Is it an hour? Something like that? 10 minutes?
Like that.
What does?
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah. No one cares about bards. Anyways,
Except for themselves.
so you guys made your way into the lower levels of the cathedral to what looks like a sleeping living quarters for the elders of the religious building. Zediac flies down the hallway like a witch on a broomstick, triggering a trap. The noise of the traps are heard by 2 men in the room directly to your right. There's 4 rooms in total. You capture 1 and kill 1 as Johnny sings him a nice little lullaby and puts him down. He just used the sleep spell. I didn't actually sing, but I added that in there as flavor. He's now bound at the entrance of the lower levels. Cree opens the last door on the left to find a gentleman bound and tied. One is Brother Snork, and the 2 others resemble the 2 men you saw in the hallway. What do you do, Cree?
Sorry, we didn't know this room was occupied. Kree begins to close the door again.
Who is in there?
I don't know.
You don't even say that they're bound and gagged?
Are there individuals in there, Kree?
Kree is not to judge. Other people get their flavor on. But Kree does let you know that there's some weirdos gagged up in there, and he's not sure why.
We should probably do something about that.
Kree, finish tying up the knocked out doppelganger.
Sure.
Can do.
And these could be the people.
Mr. Cree, do you know how to tie fancy knots? I would like to learn fancy knots.
Adam's going to enter the room and at least the ones that we saw the doppelgangers of, cut them loose. Because we haven't seen the doppelganger of Brother Stork, so we don't know if this is just one in sheep's clothing.
So you go into the room.
And then free the other 2, not Stork.
Okay.
Snork.
So you cut them free, but they're pretty they're beat. They're bleeding. They basically just have loincloth type thing on them.
Yeah.
So they got the rope burns and look like they've been punched in the face and stuff.
Are they conscious or are they?
They're kind of conscious. When they heard the ruckus, they're like, "Ugh, help, help!" But until you remove the cloth. I'm so glad you guys came here. We've been overrun for about a week. They're barely feeding us anything just to keep us alive.
Is that one actually him, or is that one of the other ones that's an imposter?
No, what do you mean? Yes, that's Brother Snork.
Okay.
Do an insight check on this. Pull up the sheets. I believe him.
You believe him.
That one.
Natural 1. You believe him.
Yeah. So okay.
You're gonna roll 1.
Nah.
You trust him? Okay.
Trust it. At a base enough.
Yeah.
So I cut Stork free as well. And do they look like they're able to walk, or are they really
Probably with help.
probably with help? Okay.
So, and just to kind of describe the room layouts, they each have 1 twin mattress, a desk, a shelf, and a chamber pot. We know what those are used for.
So it's a little
Like little studios, basically.
it's nice and aromatic in there.
Yeah, exactly. Probably smells like death in there right now.
I will give the 3 of them 1 ration total to just munch on, get them a little extra food.
Yeah. So, and you notice that they're starting to come to, and Brother Snork says, "What has happened to my cathedral?"
That's what we're about to find out.
We've been down here for, I think, a week. we were approached by 3 men, and they asked to make an offering, and as we had our backs turned and walked up to the podium, they attacked us. They threatened us with our lives to take us down here. And I don't know if anyone else knows.
Did you ever hear them plotting by chance, or do you know what their objective is?
I do not. They didn't really talk in front of us.
Okay. Well, we've dispatched of one of them, and the other is currently being bound. So we'll have questions for him when he wakes. Do you know what might be in the other 3 rooms besides this one?
Yes. We have a wine aging cellar to the left, and then to the right we have a holding chamber, 4 cells, and down at the bottom is a grave for the family's leaders of high importance. It's very, very nice down there. I hope that they haven't tainted it.
Of course.
Which room did you say the wine was in?
Let's not worry about that right now.
I'm sure
Kree sits, obviously perturbed on the other tied-up prisoner.
We can get it when we leave. How about that?
Fine.
Johnny's going to take every available stretch of rope he can find and put it all over this guy. We're going to have a loop around his forehead so that he can't do any sort of psychic attacks. We're going to have loops around his abdomen.
The guy in the hallway that's still alive?
I'm tying him down.
Okay.
Kree's sitting on him. Johnny's going to be tying
He looks like a
crap
pig
out
in a
of him.
blanket.
Yeah, like there is more rope than person now.
Perfect. Who's in the room with the 2 disciples and Snork? Just Adam and Estella. You guys both want to roll perception?
No, but so probably.
11 for Adam.
I don't see anything.
Is that the same
Back to
die?
back
Or?
one.
That one's going on timeout for a little bit.
Hey, as long as they're not in combat. So you notice that one of the drawers is pulled
I got you.
pulled slightly open, and you notice like a note book journal kind of open on the inside there.
I shall go and inspect it. Is it in a script that I can read?
Yes, it's common.
Okay, yeah.
So you pull this journal out, and it has a saying on it. It says, "In front of you, to your right, 3 down, to your left, now you found, 1 more time right behind. The key to the resting minds. If you fail, it's pain at stake, but if you succeed, you're not too late. Now you can pay your respects to the one who lay to rest. But before you leave, have a drink. We make the best kinds to help you think." And then it's in quotations. It says, "The keeper's saying."
Can you send that to the group so
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
so we could take that in our notes?
Yep.
So he's Adam's gonna try to commit as much of that to memory, just at a base. He's also gonna show it to.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Say my name. Estella.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did. And get her thoughts on the matter.
So I'm gonna find out where he picked the. Estelle's gonna find out where he found the note.
The desk.
Look in front of him. Go to the right. Walk 3 steps. Or what do I see to the right of the desk?
To the right of the desk,
Yes.
it's just the door you came in.
Is there drawers that are on the right hand side?
No.
Well, that's all I got.
3 paces down.
What's down? Oh, I'm not there. Never mind.
We'll go this way. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Right.
I just love
right
puzzles.
here. And then
3 doors down?
Three. It just says 3 down. 3 down, 2 your left. Now you're fat.
Is that supposed to be the number 2?
Yes.
So he's gonna just kind of like run his hand along the wall, just trying to find like a little, maybe like a stone that pushes in or something.
So you guys goof around in the hallway trying to figure this out, and you come to no conclusions.
All right.
You put it back into your bag for a later time.
I go back in here and I ask Snork, does he recognize this?
Yeah. So he's like, "Oh, yeah. That's the keeper saying for the cellars."
Is it something we should know?
Well, I never personally worked down there, but maybe the pixies flying around in there could help you with it.
Pixies.
Pixies.
I peek my head out. Does anyone speak Sylvan? No?
I peek my head out and go,
Is
No.
is halfling considered Sylvan?
I don't believe so.
Okay, then no.
Let's hope they know common. Thank you. Do you know if we don't follow the Sane's instructions, would it be dangerous to us? Would you know, or is
I do know that in the Feywild, they fancy their drink, and this is special ale. It might be protected,
Gotcha.
but the Feywild takes care of it. We let them in here.
Noted duly.
Yeah. So do you guys check out the other rooms?
Yeah,
Like an actual investigation?
probably. Yeah.
So you go to the first left room. Does anyone want to check that one out? All right, 10 traps. No, I'm just kidding.
Natural 20, natural 20, natural
Yeah.
20.
So you see a shelf with a book on it.
Or read the spine. Does it have a title?
Yeah, it says Aging in Barrels. And then you kind of open it to the first page and it says, a log of the cathedral's process on fine wines and ales. So, and then in this book it has notes from a process known only to a particular monastery to the east of Masterpin Castle.
Masterpin Castle.
The monastery's name was the Heaven's Moon. Do you tell Zediac? Or is Zediac in the room?
No, I'm not in the room with him.
Okay.
Castle.
Are you guys in the room? Do you know this?
I was gonna go check out the room across the hall.
Okay. So
Me too.
you're
follows.
logging what you found with that book. You put it in. Johnny goes into the back room, and you see stacks of religious symbols.
Do I recognize any of them?
Roll a... Was that history check? Or no, religion.
Religion.
Natural 20.
Nice!
So you recognize the symbols as Ilmater, the god of endurance and life, and it's a hand bound by a red cord is the symbol for that on a lot of the candle poles, the big things you would hang over the doorways and things like that. And you're kind of piecing together that these probably were originally in the cathedral and they were ripped down when the doppelgangers came in. So it wasn't not necessarily a godless cathedral, but they made it a godless cathedral. Roll perception while you're in there.
Let's do it again. 13.
All right. So on the top of the desk, you see a journal. It's got like ramblings that you can't quite make out. What you can make out in common says, as the puppets cut their strings like a bird learns to fly, will they find a way out or hit the ground and die? And that's all you can really read, and the rest is like scribbling and gibberish.
That's some poetic stuff. I'm gonna have to write that down.
Yeah. And in one of the drawers, you find just a regular dagger. You find a vial.
Anything in the vial?
Roll a What would that be to find out what a substance is?
Brewing or medicine or
Either medicine or maybe...
I like that. Medicine. Roll medicine.
I'm good at that.
if it's magical arcana.
17.
17. If it was Arcana, what would it be?
Still 17.
Okay. So, you think that this is some type of poison?
I'll pocket it.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the poison of Cusco.
So many references in our episodes.
And then the room. What's the last room?
Kree will check out the last room.
Creed goes in with Adam. You guys want to roll perception? This is the room they came out of, right?
18.
That's the room they came out of originally.
Yes.
All right.
6 for Kree.
Okay.
18 for Adam.
Adam, you feel like the furniture's out of place, specifically the bed.
Mm-hmm.
All the other rooms, even though like they're being used as prisons, essentially, everything was pretty like organized. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but yeah,
There was like
symmetric.
a pattern.
His pattern, yeah.
Feng Shui.
Feng Shui. It was like an IKEA booth,
Yeah.
but this one does not look like
It's
an
messing
IKEA
with,
booth. It
Adam's
looks like a
OCD.
Kmart booth. Okay.
Adam's OCD is just going off right now. He has that apparently now. And he just mentions to Kree, this room just feels off. I feel like everything's just jumbled. Don't you think? It's just not right in here.
You're a fancy one, aren't you?
It's just chaos.
Kree leaves the room.
Adam's gonna...
Same layout. It's a bed, desk, a shelf, and a chamber pot. Every room's the same.
does this one smell as bad as the one with the 3 guys in it?
No.
No?
No.
Adam, could Adam roll like an investigation check to see if, just like searching through the various... Okay.
Yeah.
Investigation? 15.
You notice with the bed kind of not like flush on the wall, that the rug under the bed is kind of like up a little bit.
Kree, could you come back in here? I need your help with something.
Kree bemoans, but he comes in.
Okay. So you guys start moving the rug and pulling the bed back, and you see that these 2 guys were trying to hide something under the floorboard. There's one floorboard that's kind of up.
Kree bends down to start prying up that floorboard.
Okay. So you go to pry it up, and down on the ground, you see a bag.
What's in the bag? What's in the box?
Do I not get to move the floorboard first?
You
or
did.
does I see the bag as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
it's the
move it,
bag
and there's a
in the
bag.
floorboard. Okay, yeah, I pull the bag out.
Okay.
And then I open the bag.
So
No.
you open the bag, and it's never ending. Inside you see 3 children. You see 2 children, and 2 are girls, and one's a small boy, and the boy fits the description of Tommy,
Does the other one...
the farmer's kid.
okay. Do I know... Does Adam know that there's children in there?
We're all
Can he-
cheering.
I-
Got a cool bag, and there's children in it. We're not as
I'm
happy
not ready for children.
Hold on,
We're
one
not as
second.
happy about this bag anymore.
Bag of holding doesn't contain air. Are these children alive?
It does contain... I think it...
It's enough for a bit.
Yeah. Not for very long.
Are these alive children?
They're alive.
Because if they're just put in there...
About to get really dark for a second there.
Because I think
Open the
it's like...
flap. Open the flap. Let
I
the
think
air
it's
in.
5 minutes of air for one person.
Yeah, it's open.
So, but of course, though,
Time also works differently in the film.
Adam's not necessarily aware of what's going on, so he sees Kree just kind of stick his head into the bag and go, "Art, Hide and seek is done.
And they're like petrified. Their
Strange
hands are
man yelling at them.
tied. Yeah, crying children.
I'm sure Adam probably hears the crying at that point.
Yeah.
Adam's gonna go over and peek inside the bag.
So you notice the two
Does he
little girls
tiny?
and boy.
Does she look like Tiny?
They're
I yell Tiny.
yeah.
Is that you?
It doesn't look like Tiny.
No?
No.
Is it inappropriate to like turn the bag upside down and start shaking
I don't
it?
know.
Yes.
Yeah, because putting your arm in and pulling them out never worked.
Well, it's infinite, so you don't know how far they are.
Yeah.
No, Kree reaches down and brings the kids out and starts freeing them with one of his daggers.
Okay. And they start crying. Where's my mom and dad? Please don't let the gray people get me.
Oh, we've taken care of the great people, don't worry.
Sure. I got a trick to show you, kid.
Peekaboo!
He wets himself.
Oh, that one usually works.
When's the last time you were around children? Socially?
Socially.
On my ship, children work.
Jeez. So you kind of put together that that Tommy is the farmer's kids. What do you guys do?
Probably let everyone else know, hey, we found 3 kids. Abigail is still not found. I asked the kids if they might know where Abigail might be, or Tiny.
Yeah. So little Tommy starts to kind of brave up and talk. He's like, they took us into the woods. There was about 14 of us, and I do remember Abigail, but they split us all into different ways. Some of us went back into the city, and some of us went into the woods to the north. She didn't come with us.
How many groups did they split you into?
3.
3. Do you know how many gray people there are?
I do not. They're just the 2 that grabbed us. But there was other people, kind of with furs and feathers and animal skins, dressed like natives. They didn't look like humans either.
Did they have pointy ears?
Yes, a couple of them.
Thank you. Back in the bag.
What's in the bag? Adam's daycare.
Shadecrest daycare.
Yes. Shadecrest, where it's always shady and the kids are always sleeping.
Dark.
Right. Do we?
It's not snack time. Shh.
It's only nap time.
Just kidding. I have children. I take that joke back.
Well, we have 3 kids and 3
old dudes.
3 old dudes and a dead doppelganger and a tied up doppelganger. Or gray man. I don't know if Adam knows what a doppelganger is. Possibly.
What were those religious symbols again? Like a hand? Like a cup
Yeah, it's
hand?
a bound hand.
Okay. Johnny is going to take the dagger he found and 2 of those like religious symbols and go back to Brother Stonk and the other 2. And
Brother Stonk.
Brother Stonk.
Yeah.
Stonks.
Snorky Storky.
And give the brother the dagger and give the other 2 the big religious hand symbols. And if anybody that looks just like you should use these. And I will demonstrate like conking people over the head with
Okay.
these hand symbols for them.
All right. We could do that.
You might practice on each other to make sure you know how to.
It's
always good to be ready.
Their eyes get wide. They can barely hold it. They're just like kind of like shaking the dagger in their hands.
But don't worry, you'll never see anybody who looks like me. I'm a god. And I'm gonna walk out. And that's the last interaction I intend to have with them.
Okay.
So what to do with these children?
We have 6 extras in our party currently. What do you think the best course of action would be? Get them back, or
Yeah, we should send them back up into town.
And I feel like we should also, with us escorting them, and we should also drag the dead body and the other Gray with us so we can possibly interrogate him after we get them to safety.
What if we bring everybody with us, and then if people see the guy tied up, we just tell them it's a slumber party, we're playing a strange game, and there are children around, so nobody will question us. I never questioned anything when children were around.
Or we could not do that.
Zediac is the adult in this. Zediac, what do we do? I might be 40, but I look to you for guidance.
No, I think we need to stay focused and get these children back with the ones we've already found. Then we'll have to either come back here and delve deeper, or I mean, are the adults in this group well enough to take everybody back up, and we can continue
you could either have them like rest up, and if they finish their rations and ate, they could even barricade themselves in the room if needed. But
well, I mean, just go up out of the cathedral, back into town, and go find one of the town guards. And,
you could do that. We could do that.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the best course of action, because we don't really.
So have the three adults take the children.
Take the children back up, and
where should we send them?
To a guard.
Or to a guard. But if there's shape changers here, we don't know which guard might be a shape changer.
To the farm.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, we should send them to the farm.
Farm?
Yeah.
Okay. We tell them to go to
reunite
Tommy's farm.
We really care about these characters. Brother Stomp.
That one kid can get back to his parents. Mm-hmm. That seems like the safest course of action, because if there's imposters around the city, they're not going to be trying to imposter a bunch of farmers. They're going to be going for people in the council, guards, people of position. So we might want to play our cards close to our chest for a bit.
Sounds good. So we give them instruction to go to little Timmy's.
Tommy.
Is it Tommy?
It's Tommy.
Gosh damn it. Tommy's house. And do we want to slap Doppelganger awake after they leave?
Yeah.
So you guys send the children and the two disciples and the brother Snork up into the town, beaten, but you guys give them enough ration and maybe a little bit of water to be able to even walk up the flight of stairs, and they head into the upper levels.
As they're walking away, I'd like to look at them, and if any of them make eye contact with me, I will cast Minor Illusion and make flames sprout out of the back of my head.
No one looks at you.
Good. I gotta get this whole deity thing figured out. It's hard to be a god. Reverence, that's right. Look away.
I think we should take the doppelganger into the room that the adults were tied up in and set them up on a chair.
You guys want to do some sort of good god, bad god sort of thing?
Good god, bad god?
Guard.
I'm ready to be a bad god.
I'll be Bane.
Guard.
Too bad Gail's not here.
Yeah. Perfect. So you guys carry him into the
This one.
I think Estelle will stay out to keep watch.
Perfect.
Johnny's going in for this.
Yeah, this is probably best for Johnny to take care of.
I am fairly
I think you should do the
persuasive
talking
as well.
Yeah, I'll
Johnny.
have you two do the talking. I'll do the
Muscle.
well, not for me, not really muscle. No, I'll do the
Sitting there brooding.
Zodiac's gonna do the whipping.
yeah. I'm the one with the whip, so
Before they wake up, Johnny's going to run into one of the other rooms and You said they had like a bed in there.
Yeah.
Johnny's going to start breaking those down and taking the 4 legs off of it and make torches out of them.
Okay.
And setting them up in strategic places to cast the lights in weird ways. So there's always shadows on our face, and he can't exactly make out our features.
Okay. It's like interrogator detective
Yeah.
style in the dark black room.
And as he's doing this,
LA
he's
Noire.
going to look over to everybody else in the room. Staging is very important.
And once all the staging is done, Adam's gonna wake up the doppelganger by stabbing him with a dagger.
Okay.
Just like in the hand or something. Nothing like that's gonna kill him. Just
That sets the
stab
tone
him
for this
away.
interrogation.
Wow. So you go and you stab him, and he wakes back up. And he still looks like one of the disciples.
Yes.
Old guys.
You could drop the guys. We already know you are gray.
So he turns back into a doppelganger, and you see that his pupils start to fade to just white eyes, and his skin turns to this dark black soot. He starts to get claws, and his feet enlarge a little bit, and he's just sitting there. Well, you found us.
Not all of you, though.
You won't. You're already too late, I feel.
Good thing time is skewed in the Feywild.
Johnny is going to cast message to Estella because he actually forgot what he's interrogating him for. So, Miss Estella, what am I supposed to be asking him? I don't know what we want from him.
Just stand there and look like a pissed off god.
Okay. Want to roll intimidation?
I would be more than happy to roll intimidation.
Can you inspire yourself?
I can, but also I already rolled.
That's
So
true.
that's going to be an 8 for intimidation.
He's just sitting there smiling, dumb.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
I was gonna say.
Success.
Alright. We take this.
So he's kind of like struck him back like, what is that foul beast?
Got that circumstance bonus of nobody's ever met a dragonborn before.
Even the doppelgangers. They come from hell. It's like,
Adam's gonna ask where the other children are.
what's in it for me?
Their life.
If I'm gone, you'll never know where they are.
Oh, but we can bring you back. I never said it was your only life.
So can my god. Have you ever met Orcus?
No.
People tremble at his sight.
Too bad I've never seen him.
I met Orcus once. He was a bootlicker.
Roll bluff.
By the way, can Estelle at least hear anything? Like, I know
Yeah, are you in the room?
Door, yeah.
yeah, she's just standing in the hallway, like keeping
Yeah, if the
guard.
door
but
is
she's-
open, then you can hear all that.
All right,
This time, I would like to use Tides of Chaos for an advantage on a skill check.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. 15?
Natural one. Wow. Johnny, I'm giving you way too much leeway right now. Tides of Chaos. Does that mean?
Yeah.
That means the next time I cast a sorcerer spell, we get to do some wild magic.
Oh, baby. Okay. Duly noted. Let me free.
What's in it for us?
You could sit here all day if you want. I'm not going to tell you anything.
But if you did, you'd be able to get away. And possibly get a second chance at whatever you call a life.
I'll go south. I'll leave and I'll never come back. I won't take another kid again.
insight, and also he's an insight, but he's going to reply with, you still haven't given us any information that will persuade us to let you go. Insight is not exceptionally high. That's only a 10 for insight on the doppelganger.
Against bluff?
Or deception, probably.
Yeah.
You're probably fairly good at deception.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, he beats you on that one. 21.
Yeah. So what's in it for us for letting you go and going south?
I'll point you in the right direction.
We already know that there's somewhere in the woods. The direction...
Yes, the woods are always changing, though.
If they're ever changing, then how would your direction help us?
Because I might know something you don't.
It's at this point, Zediac's gonna walk up. I'm gonna place my hand on the
Shoulder.
doppelganger's shoulder, and
We'll just call him Doppy.
Doppy.
Oh,
I'm
Doppy's-
gonna cast Charm Person.
Okay.
It is humanoid, so
Yep.
it is a Wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
and we're not technically fighting it, so it doesn't.
We're not in combat.
We're not in combat, so it wouldn't have advantage.
Okay.
And DC 14.
What's the save again?
14.
I know, but what is it? Like perception, deception?
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
Alright, failed. You charm him.
All right.
This is making things so much easier.
This is taking too long. How about instead of telling us, you show us?
Interesting deal. I suppose I could. But I'm bound.
Johnny's going to step forward and cast Phantasmal Force to make himself start to grow larger and start putting off like waves of heat that the Dobby will feel.
Okay.
And then he will just kind of lean in and you'll find out what happens when people like you upset people like me. And you're going to take us there and you're not going to cause any problems. And then you'll be allowed to go south.
Alright, Goldie. Fair enough.
Alright, well, after your job of tying all the knots, I'm just going to cut the rope.
Most of them aren't really tied, they're just wrapped.
It's just wrapped rope.
The actual tied knots Cree did. Everything else is just wrapping rope.
Around I'll leave the
The ones
hands.
that are actually tied
I'll leave the
to them,
hands
not just
bound.
wrapped.
Yeah,
But
and as a charmed person...
we're friendly
For now.
Okay.
for an hour, so
right.
we got to get.
We best get booking.
Yeah. All right, lead the way.
Alright. So, he starts to walk down the hallway to...
Towards...
Yep.
Okay.
And he goes and starts walking down a flight of cobblestone stairs to a gate where this is probably the memorial for the royal coffins and things like that. Appears the gate's locked. Don't know how much help I could be opening a gate.
My time to shine. Cree pulls out his
Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Cree pulls out his lock-picking kit
In the background.
to go against the door.
Do you need a sip of alcohol?
Boy, you got this. Dun, dun, dun.
What was that?
I'm gonna use my
Yeah.
lockpicks.
So you're gonna roll it?
Yeah. 18. Ooh.
Plus?
It's Dex and proficiency.
Yes, Dex proficiency.
20.
21.
21.
23.
20. Aha.
He wears an eye patch.
Yes.
Well, it's locked. The door's open.
You unsuccessfully picked the lock.
Oh.
Serious? A
Yes.
23.
Dead serious.
Oh, dead serious. I
Did
don't
you add
like
your
where
bardic
this is
inspiration?
going.
Did you add your bardic inspiration?
At the D6. Or
You
D4.
get a D6.
D6.
It's probably not enough. I don't like the look that DM is giving me.
Oh wow, it's a
23. 28! Ooh. Come on, some more bardic.
You get one.
If I could get any guidance, I should have done that.
Oh, that's true. Just totally brute force it. Well, shall we try more? Ask him how to open it.
He said he doesn't know how.
He doesn't know how?
Well, obviously, you have to use a key. But you don't have the right one.
Is the key on you?
No.
Is it on the other one?
No.
Go check the other body.
Well, he's
The
trying-
disciples wouldn't tell us either. That's why they were bound.
He's gonna search the other Doppy's body. Just
Alright.
Out of-
So you search the body and you find a pouch with 7 gold pieces in it. And
you can take that.
Very nice.
nothing else. There's some type of puzzle.
What was that thing you were reading at him?
Something to do-
I take out the thing. Careful not to let the Doppy see it.
Yeah.
Show it to Zediac.
Alright.
Is there anything on the right of this door?
What was that?
Is there anything on the right of this door?
No, it's just a...
You know, like speak friend and enter.
It's just a barred, gated door. And then it goes into this room, but it's pitch black in the room.
He's gonna look at. Adam's gonna look at the gate. Turn to his right. He's gonna see if is there like bricks or.
So it's bricks, to your left and your right, and then you're going down cobblestone stairs about 20 feet, and then it's this barred door with the bracket and a keyhole.
Gonna go down 3 steps. Because we can go on the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So go down 3 steps.
As you're doing this, the doppelganger said, "We tried that stupid book too. Didn't work. I think it has something to do with the barrels. But I'm not a fan of pixies."
What's it? Because there was a fork over here, right?
So you went straight, but
straight.
there was a left and a right turn as well.
Left and right turn. And in one of those rooms was the barrels.
What? Yeah. One side is the
I think it was-
vineyard, and one side is the cellars.
Should we?
Or not vineyard, the wine cellar. And one's the cells, prison cells.
Should we get some wine?
That's always a good idea.
Cree, can you bring us a barrel?
2 barrels coming right up.
You might need help to carry that 3rd barrel.
He's motivated by alcohol. He's fine.
I don't know. Have you ever tried to pick up a wine barrel?
You can roll it.
Only like 500
Really
pounds.
kills the motivation.
With
It's a lot easier if you drink half of it.
leg.
Yeah.
So you trot that way.
Yeah, trot that way to the wine cellar.
So you bend left, going 20 feet, and then another about 40 feet, and then it L's down, brick stone stairway, 15 feet. You get to the bottom and you see sprites, fairies, pixies kind of flying around, kind of taking care of the barrels and stuff, giggling, and one flies up to you right to your face, like really quick.
And
Hello. Who are you? What happened to your eye?
I just crack a smile and go like, I'm the new caretaker.
You're a little big to be a new caretaker here.
They needed an upgrade.
Are you Faye?
Maybe. I can roll for persuasion.
Yeah, you can try to roll persuasion.
22.
22. Are you rolling with advantage?
Yep. I get double on my proficiency checks for persuasion.
Is that
Double your
expertise?
That's double
bonus.
proficiency bonus, not double dice.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Double roll checks on skill proficiencies. We'll find that.
Where is it?
Are you using this? My notes. My notes tell me I can do whatever I want. Sure, if we want to do it that way. Then 0 times 2.
So you roll an
Still
11. And she just kind of giggles. You're a silly one. And she sits on your shoulder.
I'm okay with this.
I don't know if you should mess with anything in here. It might bite you.
Bite me, you say? What is safe in here, little one?
They're all safe.
They? I asked
Hey.
with a question mark.
Yes, they are all safe.
But
you have to touch them, right?
Can you show me the way, little one?
So she starts hopping on random barrels.
Mm-hmm.
And then she flies right back to you really quickly. She says, kind of like that.
Start doing a little stretch and climb up onto the first barrel that she pointed at.
Okay. And you walk up to the barrel. And let's draw a map right now. Let's do that. Let's clean the map. And all right, Cree. So you're standing at the bottom of the stairs, and you see all the barrels.
Do I remember which barrel that Fairy first hopped onto?
You slightly remember being drunk.
I was going to say, still coming off of my intoxication.
Yeah.
Well then, at that point,
They're just kind of giggling and laughing at you right now.
yes, as they should.
They're kind of sitting on lanterns and in lanterns and floating around.
Cree comes up to not the first, but the second barrel and begins to try clambering on top of it.
Okay.
Like an idiot.
So you go to climb on top of it, and it comes to life. Roll for initiative.
Ooh.
The barrel, as you go to climb on it, turns into gaping teeth and a purple tongue. And it goes to bite down on you, and you get away from it. You hop back, and it turns back into a barrel. But you still need to roll for initiative.
14.
Okay.
Good thing I have cunning action disengage.
Do you actually have that?
Yeah.
I should really use
Not till
Uncanny
next
Dodge.
Actually,
That one works really well.
At this time, they are laughing hysterically at you.
Okay, alright, kiddies, enjoy yourselves. Cree will show you how it's done.
Do you
Is this-
do you remember the poem that the guys were reading off in the halls?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay.
I think 3 people took notes on that, and 3 people aren't there.
Did anyone go with Cree?
And I think I know which one it is.
I hope I yelled at the kids loud enough that the other people aren't worrying. No?
Cree.
Are we able to hear him?
Yeah, you could hear him, and the halls were lit all the way down, torched to there.
Did we hear him say, "All right, little
Yeah.
ones"?
Yeah.
I think he's got it.
I'll
Mr.
I'll go.
Free.
I'll go
Dobby's like,
down.
what was that?
Johnny, you keep an
It's
eye
a drunk.
on the doppelganger.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
stay with the
go check Cree.
Dobby.
I pull out. I think I have a short sword, and I start poking at the barrel.
The same one?
Oh yeah, try to bite my leg off.
Okay.
Like in Plague?
Roll to hit it.
I mean, that's
You have
awesome.
You hit the wrong dice box.
When you have negative to your dexterity, you still get a crit.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
It's a
What
10.
did you roll? A 10. Plus.
I thought it was a natural, probably. Proficiency plus Dex, because I think it's a short sword.
13.
You hit it.
I hit the stationary barrel.
Yeah, you do.
Impressive.
Pilot goes to the window and jumps into the glass.
Roll for damage.
Yep,
Find it.
on it. I think.
It's a 5. Unless you want to reroll it.
Nope, I'll take it.
I was like, I think if it's not on the board.
So you rolled 5 damage.
Do you have a plus to anything? Plus damage?
Okay.
Yeah, you get to add your dexterity.
And at this point, it reanimates
Gotcha.
and rolled a 19. I'm assuming that hits.
Uncanny tip now.
All right, and it goes D8. Hits you for 8 damage.
Oh! Ah! That was my good leg!
I better go check on him.
Okay.
Sounds like you dropped
Have I got there yet?
Yeah. So at this point, you're there.
Okay.
Do you want to roll in?
I would like to roll in.
Okay.
It's a 6 to my initiative.
Okay. So Zodiac. And then Kree, round 2.
Alright. Being a little astonished and now mad, I go for round 2 of stabbing it,
Okay.
aiming for the right dice box. And I still miss.
How do you do that? I don't know.
12.
To hit exactly.
Woo!
We take those.
And
Would the first hit have been sneak attack since it was just standing there?
No.
no, it knew I was there.
But it wasn't doing anything.
Even I'm not that audacious. We have a 5 for damage.
And you're just leaving yourself exposed.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to disengage and hide behind the other barrels.
Okay.
The other wine barrels.
Yes. And as you move away, it turns back into a barrel. Zodiac, it's your turn. But they're all barrels again.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Yeah, and here.
The fairies are just laughing hysterically at you.
I mean, I'd be laughing hysterically. I mean, drunk mad
I'm
guy
going to
slashing at
walk.
barrels.
I want to check that barrel.
Maybe just describe what you did.
I'm going to, as I'm remembering the poem, I'm looking to my right. I go 3 barrels down. I look over to my left. It says 2, but not 2 in direction. 2 is the number. Now I found something one more time right behind. I'm kind of taking a guess that as these 2 barrels, so the room has a line of barrels on the outside of the wall, 2 lines of barrels in the middle of the room, and then a line of barrels on the left side of the room. So I'm skipping the middle section of the barrels and going to the 3rd barrel on the left-hand side of the room, and I'm gonna check that barrel and see what's in there and see if that's the right, because it's either that one or the one next to it, how I'm looking at this riddle.
Okay. So you walk around the barrels and you go to touch it. Roll an escape check. DC 13.
Dexterity.
Yeah, dexterity.
Nice.
Natural 1.
Do you have a what's the buck?
Oh, I do. Hold on. What's it?
It starts like
There you go.
As time rewinds.
Yeah.
cashing in a what the
I'm
buck.
gonna not use that dice. Let's use my Magnum dice here. All right, that's better. 13.
It's better.
And you pull
Was it-
your hand. You notice that it's super sticky and it animates to life.
All right.
And it hits with a 19.
Yeah, that hits. Just barely.
and hits you for 10 damage.
Ouchie. By the way, Estelle is with Dobby, keeping a close eye on him,
Along with Adam.
And Johnny.
Alright.
No, Johnny's
John
in.
just
John
left.
It's a sequence.
And let me double check. I do not believe Charm Person is a concentration spell. It is not. It's not a concentration, so.
Okay. Lucky
I'm
you.
tied up anyways, though.
Oh, his hands,
I
I
have
know.
a plan.
So,
The fairy
Yeah.
flies up to Zediac now. What are you guys doing in here? Trying to get killed, it looks like.
okay.
Are you a keeper?
Are we out of initiative at this exact moment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll respond to the pixie. Keeper of sorts, and I would like to take out that piece of charcoal, and for a couple minutes I want to inscribe on the ground a sigil and cast Detect Magic as a ritual spell. So give me some time.
If 10 minutes goes by, I feel like Estelle and Adam would get a little antsy.
Nope. Not me.
After 10
I'm
minutes?
staying here.
So
But Johnny would be there, so
Johnny.
if I have the time to do that, that's what I would like to attempt to do.
okay, so you start
That can be-
drawing
so
your
we probably
signal
have
on
45
the
minutes of him being charmed.
the stone floor. And explain one more time what this does.
Detect Magic is
Detect magic within us.
detect magic within a 30-foot
Radius.
radius of me. Tells me the school of magic of any item or effect.
I believe the general area where it's coming from too.
Okay.
Yeah, I see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic.
You detect illusion magic?
Mm-hmm.
Really? And you see a couple of barrels kind of emanating.
Mm-hmm.
One that you walked by, and the one that you're standing next to and touched. But you see other barrels that are lit up too.
Mm-hmm.
So at this time, you think that maybe you did the sequence wrong.
Okay. Is there a barrel that is not magical?
All of the other barrels that are in the room have the same school of illusion,
Mm-hmm.
but these specific barrels are a little bit brighter. They have a purpose.
Okay.
It's very strong on these ones, it's like bleeding off onto the other barrels.
Okay. Of the one that I just touched, or of a certain types of them, certain barrels.
Yeah, and the fairy's kind of like, "What's that paper you have? That's brother Storks."
I think Adam signed this paper.
I imagine that everyone journaled it down. Did everyone journal it down?
I don't think Johnny actually heard it.
Yeah, Johnny never heard it. No, he wasn't around. I have it.
I got
Are
a
you
different
in the
poem.
room now, Johnny?
Yes, I'm in the room. I'd like to make a perception check for a flagon or some sort of goblet.
Okay.
13.
You see no flagons or goblets.
Guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way. I'd like to walk up to the very first barrel in front of me, directly down from the stairs, take my mace, and bash a hole in the front of it.
Okay.
What?
You go and you hit that barrel, and it shatters, and wine pours all over the floor.
I'm gonna cut my hands under it and start drinking.
It does say how to drink it.
So you drink it, and it tastes like nothing you've ever tasted before. It is like rejuvenating. And if you are hurt, you regain 2 hit points.
Mr. Cree, this is good wine. You should come try some.
Cree hobbles over.
You go to drink, but
Please
Johnny
forgot
had drank all of it. So just kidding. So you kind of
I'll cup some in my hands and just, here you go.
The same thing happens to you. You regain 2 hit points.
Yay.
My method for solving this. is to walk down and smash each barrel until a key falls out.
How do the pixies feel about this?
They're just like,
That's one way to go about it.
you're catching on.
If there are no objections, I will open another. Mr. Zediak, perhaps you care for some.
I don't drink, thank you.
Perhaps you'd like a nice wine bath. I hear they're very good for your skin.
I'll pass.
Okay, then you might want to stay over there because it's about to get wet. I walk over to the next barrel and I smash it.
What one is that?
That will be the second barrel on the right side wall.
All right. So, as you go down to hit it, it just kind of dents the wood, and then it turns into this open, gaping mouth, and it comes and it goes, and it goes to bite down on you. And we'll find out what happens next week.